Right. Hi everyone. So I want to talk about the property of equality of logarithmic functions today. Really long and fancy name for if b is a positive number and it's greater than 1, so where b does not equal 1, then we have, and we can say this is true, all right, the log base of b of x is equal to log base of y, log base b of y, if and only if x is equal to y. So that's just, so property of equality of logarithmic functions is just a really big fancy way of saying log base b of x is equal to log base b of y, where you just get rid of those log base b's and then you just set x equal to y. That's basically all that's happening, given that these conditions are true conditions, meaning b is greater than 0 and b is not equal to 1. Okay, not equal to 1. Right, forgot my English there. Okay, so let's look at an example. Not let's try to, let's do it. Okay, so we have log base of 4 of x squared. And this is equal to log base 4 of negative 6x minus 8. Right, so, well, I'm looking at my problem, log base 4 of x squared is equal to log base 4 of negative 6x minus 8, and I can see that I have the same bases, log base 4 and log base 4. So by my property over here, right, I can just say, well, I can just bring down x squared is equal to negative 6x minus 8, and then I can solve for x there. Right? So because they had the same base, you can just eliminate it and then set them equal to each other. So whatever is inside of your first log on the left-hand side of the equation is equal to whatever is inside of the log base 4 on the right-hand side of the equation. So now let's solve x squared minus 6x minus 8. So let's move everything to one side, and basically now we apply the rules of quadratics. So x squared plus 6x plus 8, I just move them to the other side, all right, is equal to, actually, let me go ahead and show my work for all of that so you can see that. All right, plus 6x plus 8, just doing the opposite. Okay, so I have x squared plus 6x plus 8 is equal to 0. Right, and then now let's factor this down. So two numbers that go into 8, that multiply to get 8, but they add together to get 6. We're looking at 4 and 2, so x plus 4 times x plus 2 is equal to 0. And then by the zero product property, another fancy way of just saying x plus 4 is equal to 0, you can separate the two factors. X plus 2 is equal to 0, and then minus 4 on both sides, so x is equal to negative 4. And then here you do negative 2 on both sides, so x is equal to negative 2. And then finally, all right, you have two different numbers. Your last step, which you must do for logarithm functions, is to check. All right, so let's first check the x equals negative 4 value. So if I plug it in, log base 4 of negative 4 squared, does it equal log base 4 of negative 6 times negative 4 minus 8? So now if you get a negative number in any of them, obviously that's not going to work, because in the only input value that you can have in a log function is a positive number. All right, not even 0. 0 doesn't work because 0 is also undefined. All right, so I have log base 4 to the of 16, right, because negative 4 squared is 16. Log base 4 of, okay, negative 6 times negative 4, that's positive 24, and then minus 8, leaving us with log base 4 of 16, log base 4 of 16. All right, so this checks out. So x equals negative 4 is a possible solution. Now let's try x equals negative 2. Does this work? Log base 4 of negative 2 squared is equal to log base 4 of, what is it, negative 6 times negative 2 minus 8. Alright, I have log base 4, negative 2 squared, right, negative times negative is positive, so you have log base 4 of 4 is equal to log base 4 of negative 6 times negative 2. You get 12 minus 8 on this side, and that's also equal to 4, positive 4. So I also get the same number inside both of those logs, just like how I did for the x equals negative 4. So this also checks out. Right, just remember if it was log a base of a negative number and then equals a positive one on the other side, obviously they're not equal, and you can't say that that's a possible solution. So here, our solution for this example is x equals negative 4 and x equals negative 2. Right?